This is the first of many celebrations to come throughout the year to celebrate the 50th birthday of our amazing Student Center. I'd like to thank everyone for coming, but especially one of our special guests, Dr. Richard Judd, who was the first Student Center director back in 1964, and we are pleased to have him here today. While he went on to become the president of CCSU, thank you. Dr. Judd went on to become the president of CCSU, and he still remembers his time as director of our Student Center quite fondly. Now I'd like to introduce Dr. Judd.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. President Miller, good to see you. And everyone here, thanks for joining this 50th birthday. They asked me to hold my remarks to 5 minutes. I promised I would. But before the Student Center came about, there was a building yonder which was called East Hall. And it burned down in 1975, but before this place was done, that was where students went to do what you're doing here today. So there wasn't any space for students. Jack Miller and I were talking a little bit. When you look at this building and some of the architecture on the campus, you might call the design of this contemporary provoke, because it really wasn't designed very well. And when we opened it, it was too small when we opened it. We've expanded it twice and it's still too small. So you have to ask the president when they're going to go next. But now with the 12,000 students here, all of you here on the staff made this building work. We talk about the Student Center as sort of being the extra curriculum. And by that we mean the activities that go on in the Student Center innovate what happens in the classrooms and takes them and helps make them alive, make them work. So all the organizations you see actually implement a lot of ideas that your professors and others say. So I want to say a word about that. I want to say a word about the interns at the Student Center, which was a nationally recognized program when we started it. It was a break in the mold about having people work on a degree, but as well as advising students. So thank you. Next, I would just quickly say the SUBOG, which we used to call BOG, was a new concept at the time, and the student government didn't really like SUBOG having authority to set the policies for this building. But not only did they set the policies, they approved the budgets, they approved the programs, and they did great work as a student leader organization. Last thing I'll say, there are 3 things which drive my mind about the university. One is the heart, one is the body, and one is the soul. The faculty is the heart of the school. Dr. Miller and his team recommends and are the structure, they're the body that makes this place work. But there's the last group called the soul, and that's all of you here as the students. You're why we're all here. You are the ones that really put life in the spirit of this university. And how does it happen? It happens with places like the Student Center, your residence halls, your food services, and all the activities that drive the life of the university. So think about your heart, your faculty, think about the administration who put it together, and think about your soul, and what flavor are you adding to it. And thank you for the 50 years. I'm very happy to be here with you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Judd. It was wonderful to hear about the Student Center and how much you've seen it change throughout the years. In a moment, we're going to have a special treat for you guys. I just asked for those of you in the center to maybe even come forward or come to the side, because we're going to have a special treat right in the center for you. If you just take a moment for that. So as you know, the Student Center was created in the 60s. So we'd like to do a little visual for you to see how much we've transformed. What a better way to show you this than through dance. Please join me in welcoming Pep Squad and dance team, as well as some of the Student Center and student activity staff as they show you our version of evolution of dance.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You cry all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Boy, baby, let's do it. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Take me by fancy, just pull up my pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back. Now walk it out, walk it out, now walk it out, walk it out, now 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 west side walk it out, south side walk it out, east side walk it out, north side walk it out.
Teach me how to duck, teach me how to duck, teach me how to duck.
Everybody love me, everybody love me, everybody love me. Quit messing with my duck.
Let me see your chest. Push it up, push it up. Let me see your chest.
Let's give them all a big round of applause. An evolution of dance in the last 50 years. And my name is Scott Hazan. I'm the Director of Student Activities and Leadership Development, and it's a real honor to be up here today to talk. And the evolution of dance that they did is really just a great example of the collaboration that's gone on over the past 50 years between Student Activities and the Student Center. And there are Student Center interns there, and Student Activities interns, and clubs, and staff members. And it's just been a great marriage of working together over the past 50 years, and this has taken on many different increments of being together as one department, being separate as two different departments, but the common thread is that we've always been here as a great program to support the students in what they do. So I look forward to this celebration of this 50th anniversary that we're going to have all year long, and it's also a great honor for me to introduce Otis Mamed, who is the current director of the Student Center, who has been a great support, not only to me, but a lot of people here at the university, and been here for 30 years, so almost, not the whole time at the Student Center, but he's seen a lot of what goes on here, so I'm going to turn it over to him, and he's going to speak a couple words. But thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. As Scott said, my name is Otis Mamed. I'm the director of the Student Center. I love this time of year. 38 years ago, I met the love of my life on a college campus, and I turned it into a career. I got involved. I volunteered and worked various jobs in my campus center. I was on the Student Activities Board. I was on our legislative board, which we call SGA here. I was a DJ in the radio station. I was a photographer on the yearbook. I loved being on the orientation committee. We were greeting new students, helping them learn what we had learned the year before. Today is your opportunity to begin that journey at CCSU. All of this is for you to become a part of a teaching and learning community. Why am I telling you this? Because the Student Center is the symbolic center of that community. 60% of college learning takes place outside the classroom, and much of that opportunity is provided right here. Dr. Gray even shared that information yesterday in Torp Theater at our open town meeting. Today is the celebration of the birth of the Student Center building at CCSU. While the building has been here for 50 years, the idea of the Student Center has been around much longer. We are a place to learn about being a good citizen in this community, a place to meet the diversity of the world, to teach, to learn to work together, to resolve differences and make changes. Students are at the center of our mission of teaching and learning. We are here to support your physical needs in the Student Center with lounges and food. We are here to engage you in building your campus through clubs and campus committees. We want you to learn about budget, managing personnel, facilitating a meeting, building a team. We want you to talk about difficult issues and learn from that discussion. Employers want that. We want you to discover more clearly who you are. We want you to experience this in an environment that is fun. We want to be the center of your community. We want to be your living room. Today is not about the building. It's about you, the students. We're celebrating you. Thank you. So, we have these giant scissors here. I'm assuming we're going to cut a ribbon somewhere. I believe right over there. I just want to let you know that there are a couple of folks, Maria Santilli, who's really put together the ribbon cutting portion of this program, along with Tiffany Moffa, who's done an awful lot of sharing the information, getting it out there, marketing and promotion, and a whole swarm of other people who are involved in this. And we're doing programs throughout the year. So one of the things you'll notice is these golden balloons with our 50th anniversary logo on them. You'll see shirts, which are going to be limited edition, so if you get a chance to get one, it's a keepsake. And so we're going to celebrate throughout the year. So look forward to those logos, and know that that's part of our 50th anniversary celebration. So we're going to cut the ribbon right over here, right now. Hey, girl. You want to come around? You want to come around to this side? Am I okay now? We're going to face that way. Okay. Are you sure? Yeah. As long as you stay. Yeah. Thank you. This tight side. There you go. Bring it. Tip. All right. Yeah. Ready? Set. Come on.
I'll make the front page.
Hold your tie.
Oh, Sue. Where's Sue? Sue, you're not coming in?
Go.
Sue,
Yeah,
Sue,
push it
come
down.
in.
Push it down. There you go. Well done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the celebration is not over quite yet. What would be a celebration for a birthday without cake and some singing? So I'd like to welcome the A Cappella Society to sing Happy Birthday to the Student Center.
Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Student Center. Happy birthday to you.